Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to TIO Stadium in Darwin on Larrakia country for the 2021-22 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League Elimination Final today between Waratah and St Mary's. My name's Liz Cruz. Joining me today, the man who knows everything about women's footy in the Northern Territory, Stu Davis. How you going, Stu?
Yeah, good, thank you, Liz. And we're about to start here, but conditions a bit different to what we've been used to in recent times. It's been raining almost all night and all morning, so could be slippery, hard conditions. But Waratah, with first use of the ball, just trying to work it out of the centre of the ground. But now Saints with an opportunity to go forward with Emma Stark on top of it there, but the ball's been worked down to half forward for Saints without a real possession. Ailey Bailey gets a quick hand pass out, and now a quick kick forward by Zoe McDowell for Saints into the right forward pocket. Izzy Rapson's first there for Tars. She gets tackled, hand bias, passes the ball straight over the boundary line, and probably a bit fortunate there not to be penalised, but it'll be a boundary throw in.
Yeah, last time these two teams played was in round 16 where St Mary's won by 12 points at Gardens Oval, Stu, but two different lineups for the teams today. Yeah,
very, very different both sides. So I think it's fair to say that Waratah come in a fair bit stronger with some ins, and Saints have lost a few quality players. So Tars obviously finished higher on the ladder and perhaps go in as favourites today.
Yeah, and the rain has held off so far for this game. We are on a cyclone watch at the moment, but it's great that the rain's held off and get a bit of football in. That's a really good mark there by Deanne Cobalt for St Mary's.
Yeah, good intercept mark, and she moves the ball on quickly. Some good defensive work by Keevat there, and it's Megan Hunt who tidies up, and that's a beautiful kick down to half forward where Brianna Martin takes the mark. She was one that was missing last time these two teams played, and she kicks the ball towards half forward. The ball sounds a bit heavy already off the boot, doesn't it? But Kira Lee Parnell across half back there just had the ball stripped off her, and now an opportunity for Singh for Tars. Kicks towards goal. It's going into the goal square. There's an opportunity off the ground. Is it a goal? I think it is. And that's Maselli out there, and she's another one that's come back into the side from last time they played, and a goal sneak opportunist, and was in the right position there and just composed herself to get the kick off the ground and put Tars in front early.
Yeah, absolutely. Lisa Maselli has been sensational in full forward for Waratah this season, leading goal kicker for them, and played in the NT rep game and definitely helped the NTFL over the line against Woodville West Torrens earlier in the year, and Tars will be pretty happy to get that first goal on the board, Stu, especially when St Mary's did have it so close to their goals.
Yeah, and you could see the water splashing up from the players in the goal square there, so it's a bit like that all over the ground. So
it's not as bad as Gardens last night, Stu. I was the runner for under 12s, and I had mud up to my knees, so TIO Stadium does hold up pretty well.
So Lisa Roberts with the clearance this time, and again it's Singh in front, just getting her toe to the ball. The Tars players are a bit confused about who was going to go to it. Singh got tackled there, and she'll receive a free kick as the ball spilled loose, so she's looking to move it on quickly down to the top of the goal square. Off hands, it slips over the back. Another opportunity off the ground. I think it was Maselli again, wasn't it? But this time just kicking it into the goalpost for a behind.
Yeah, unlucky for Maselli, lucky for St Mary's that that hit the behind post there, and Laurie Niven will bring it back in for St Mary's.
Coming towards the near side, and there's a marking contest at half back for Saints, but quick kick forward there by Nikki Watts, and she's found Stephanie O'Brien out in front in the left forward pocket. She's looking to centre the ball into the corridor, and that's a good pass, and it's Maselli again, and Maselli proving to be a danger already around goals, and she'll go back. She's playing on quickly now, has a quick kick. Not much elevation in that, but I think it's got over everyone's hands and is through for another goal. So yeah, St Mary's under the pump early in the first 4 minutes or so of the game. Yeah,
clever play by Lisa Maselli, playing on really quick. Yeah, as you said, not much elevation on that kick as we watch the replay, but they're up and about. Tars, she provided that lead, and as you said, played on and got the quick goal, and that's exactly what her team needs, as she's covered in mud already at the 4.5 minute mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, Saints will be looking to get a clearance, get the ball into their forward half and give themselves an opportunity. So, but again, it's Tars with the clearance and ball spills free. Parnell back there picks up, gets a quick hand pass or boots in the contest there, but play on's a call. And Tars working it through the hands. Eventually the kick comes forward, and again on the end of it for Waratah is Stephanie O'Brien out in front, and she'll go back and kick from about 30 metres out. So yes, Saints just unable to hold back the tide at the moment as O'Brien comes in, kicks towards goal. Kick looks pretty good. It is good, and straight through again for another goal. And the teammates get around there pretty happy with that finish. And it was a good finish from the set shot.
Yeah, it was. We just watched the replay there. Nikki Watts in the number 4 gets it to Maselli, who just chucked it on the boot, and a really lovely mark on the chest there, which you need to do today, Stu, in these conditions, is take those marks on the chest. So the score at the 5.5 minute mark of the first quarter, Waratah 3-1-19, leading St Mary's yet to score. Coaches today, Heidi Thompson for Waratah and Jared Eilert for St Mary's. They would have put a lot of planning into this game, Stu.
Certainly would have. They're both dedicated quality coaches. So Tars again looking to advance the ball out of the centre. There's a holding free kick going to be paid here, and it's Maselli again at half forward. She moves the ball quickly.
6th or 7th touch, Stu?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the mark's almost taken down there again by O'Brien, but just couldn't hold on to it this time. But she's still around the action. Singh picks up, almost throws that one, but and then had her jumper pulled. And
plays on and kicks a goal.
Paid, and she's again maybe a bit fortunate. The initial disposal was a bit iffy, but all good according to the umpires. Just watch it on replay here, and it's almost a one-handed hand pass. But then the jumper was pulled, and she was aware of what was going on, picked up and kicked the goal. So that's an avalanche of goals in the opening 7 minutes of this first quarter.
It sure is, and Aggie Singh's another one who's just an absolute danger player for Waratah. She's spent a little bit of time playing for Essendon in the VFLW. She's just got that X factor, and she was another rep player a few weeks ago, and she played her 100th game already in the NTFL, Stu. She's pretty young, so it's a fair achievement.
Yeah, so there's a free kick to Saints here. It's going the way of Emma Stark, just held without the ball, and maybe an opportunity here for Saints. They've opened the forward line up a bit, but Stark decides to switch laterally and finds her captain Izzy Porter out here. She plays on now and kicks long in towards half forward. The ball slips over the back. There's an opportunity here. Oh, good hand pass out, but just missed the target, and there's a free kick been paid, and it's Olivia Krieger who's going to get that. And Charlize Simmons was involved in the play before with the pick-up and hand pass. And now Krieger, just a high tackle there, and she tries to go short to Nikita Long. That hasn't come off, and Kiewit gets a kick off the ground and clears the ball out towards the boundary on the outer side of the ground. Play on's a call as Grant gets a hand pass out as she's tackled. She's in there fighting for the ball again, but free kick's been found. It's a Waratah free kick, and it's going away Lisa Roberts, who hand passes off to Hartog. Hartog quick kick forward, and now again good teamwork, but the ball spills free in the tackle there. Play on's the call, and wow, getting monstered in there was Jeanette Grant, but no free kick, and it's going to be a ball up.
And we just see the bench rotation there. Laura Shelley running on for St Mary's. That ruck tap comes out, hits the ground. Rachel Ponner going in hard for St Mary's. Play on, says the umpire.
Nikita Long standing over the ball trying to work it out. But again, a whistle on the play, and it's a free kick.
Pretty sure it's Rachel's birthday today, so happy birthday to Ray. She's been fantastic this year for St Mary's. As I said, that kicks it into the mark.
Yep, she's got another opportunity now though. There's a free kick going to her teammate Nikita Long for a high tackle. Her
teammate and her cousin. So St Mary's really looking for an opportunity to get a score on the board here. We've just watched the replay. Nikita getting that high tackle there from Brittany Roberts of Waratah. So she can kick goals, but probably not from this far, Stu. So be looking to get it into the forward line for Saints.
So kicks into the corridor. Just slipped through the hands there of Alia Bailey. Now an opportunity, but smothered again. That was Simmons involved. Good follow-up hand pass, tackle by Bailey as Tars looked to clear it out of defence. A toe poke off the ground, goes close to the boundary line, kept in by Porter for Saints, gets the hand pass over the top and then gets tackled high, so she'll take the free kick just inside the boundary line, about 60 metres around from St Mary's goal.
Yeah, Izzy, the captain of St Mary's, some really clever play there, and they really need her to come into the game today.
Oh, good defensive work down there by Maddie Jeans for Tars. Picked the ball up, cleared it out, and it's at half forward now. Parnell picks up for Saints, kicks long towards goal. The goal square's open. It's going to slide through on the bounce, and Saints have got their first goal on the board. And good reward for field position there. And Kiralee Parnell probably coming down from half back, I think, to get involved and kick that goal. So
good on her. The 17-year-old just backed herself in there and took it on, and that's exactly what St Mary's needed. Kiralee, another one of the... she was a rep player a few weeks ago for the NTFL team, and she's been sensational, making the step up to senior footy this season after playing in the under-18s premiership last season. The younger sister of Kieran Parnell, who's playing in the men's Premier League game later today, and he's the vice-captain of St Mary's, but... we tease him a bit and say that now he's Kiralee's Kiralee's brother, because she's doing great things with her footy.
She is, and that goal resulted from just clean hands in the contest. You could see in the replay how cleanly she picked it up and just got it to her advantage and kicked the goal from long range. But it's Tars going forward after a free kick to Kiva. Dagi Singh on the end of it now, picks up, swings towards goal. The kick looks pretty good, but just across the face and through for a behind. So a let off there for Saints. So
skillful and so dangerous, Aggie. So the score at almost the 12-minute mark of the first quarter, Waratah 4-26 leading St Mary's one straight goal. You're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2021-22 TIO NTFL season from TIO Stadium in Darwin.
The Saints from the kick-in have worked it out just forward of half-back. Forsyth in there, Forshaw just overran it, but then there's a high tackle. Saints trying to move it on quickly through Porter. She's run herself into trouble, gets a hand pass over the top. There's a tackle off the ball here, I think, and it's going to be a free kick down here to Stark. She kicks the ball along the grandstand wing. Forshaw in there just couldn't control the ball, and now it's slipped out in the tackle. That's a bit of a slap across the face there, and Zoe McDowell will take the free kick for Saints between wing and centre, grandstand side. It's a good long kick, goes over the pack of players, and Alia Bailey running onto it there, but good defensively again for Tars was Jeans, but just a bit slippery down there and got caught up underneath. The quick kick comes out, and now Tars have got some numbers if they can work it out. Or an air shot there from Nikki Watson gave Saints an opportunity, but Lisa Roberts got on the end of it, hacked it forward, but only as far as Porter once again. For Saints, she kicks long down towards half forward, a defensive fist from behind, and then Watts again with a clearing kick. O'Brien in the action down there, and Forshaw, toe poke by Alana Coombs goes to Saints' advantage. Just barest of touches on the boot there, but play on's the call, fair enough. And now Brittany Roberts for Tars has a little bit of space, kicks a chip kick up and under, and Forshaw's first there for Saints again. Couldn't pick it up cleanly first effort. And Tars have got players in space in the middle of the ground. Stephanie O'Brien takes the mark right in the centre, but tried to play on and had her kick smothered. And Saints again an opportunity to go forward as Forshaw runs onto it. She's got a couple of opponents down there, including Roberts, but managed to flick it out the back. But Tars again with the numbers, and Megan Hunt kicks the ball down to the centre of the ground. Saints, you would think here with the numbers, should be able to wrap that one up, and they do, and Porter kicks long towards half forward. Izzy wraps in just over the back. The ball slips through her hands, and she's in the action again, gets tackled with the ball. And this time it's wrapped up. I think it'll be a ball up at half forward. So
yeah, well, some really good endeavour there by both teams. That was a real battle in the middle for about 5 minutes there. So St Mary's an opportunity to score though in their 50-metre. Marsden gets it out the back to Izzy Porter, who's tackled. Jasmine Bonson on the 50-metre gets the kick away. Audrey Suarez is going to scoop in and handball it out, but Tars are putting on the big hit, Stu.
Yeah, but the ball's being cleared out, not held in too much. It's a pretty open game so far, particularly considering the conditions. Great tackle there. Play on's the call, and Stark in there again puts pressure on, but it's Watts who gets the quick kick for Tars, gets it outside, defensive 50, but picked up down there by Bonson, who runs around an opponent, hand passes inboard to Porter. Porter off a step, kicks down towards the forward pocket. Again, a marking contest, but the ball slips forward, and plenty of bodies around and almost taken out of bounds. Play on's the call as the hand pass swings back in. Porter in there again, gets propelled forward. Play on's the call, and there's a free kick now. It's a Waratah free kick. So
the ball looks very heavy in there, is all I'll say, Stu. But both teams, lots of tackle pressure.
So it's Tars with the leaving kick out of defence, and now an opportunity to go forward down here, but Ponta with the chance, but just couldn't get there in time. Singh got a hand pass over the top as she was tackled, and now Saints an opportunity again through Grant. Got it to Porter again. She chips the ball around the corner, but just a little bit too far for her intended target, and tied it up nicely by Bronte Gaynor at half back for Tars. Her kick goes down the wing and over the boundary line without being touched by anyone, so it'll be a Saints free kick down here. It's Porter again, plays it on quickly, into the lap of Forshaw, but just couldn't hold the mark, and bounced over the boundary line for a boundary throw in.
Forshaw has been very busy in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Stu. She was in defence but was pushed forward and now back in the middle.
Yeah, an important player for Saints, gets plenty of the ball most weeks, so and good defensively as well. So O'Brien kicks long down towards half forward. That's a terrific mark taken down there, and it's Maselli again who kicks long down towards an open forward line. Saints defenders working back hard, and I think there's a kicking in danger free kick there, and that'll go to Laurie Niven deep in defence for St Mary's. But after the initial onslaught, I think Jared Eilert will be pretty pleased with the way Saints have bounced back.
And we remember back to that game in round 16, it was Waratah that led a couple of goals at quarter time, and St Mary's did come back and got the win. There are 4 quarters in footy, Stu, so anything can happen.
So throw has been paid there, and Brittany Roberts will take the free kick for Tars. She kicks high and long to the top of the goal square, but Laurie Niven floating across the back read it well and took the mark, played straight on and kicks out towards half back. Ball's flicked up down there by boundary, and Grant in there fighting hard for the ball for Saints. She drags it back in almost, but no prior opportunity is the call, and we won't have a ball up because that's the end of the first quarter. So a pretty good game of footy, Liz. It's particularly considering the conditions. It's nice and open. The players looking to clear the ball out of the packs and giving their side some scoring opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely, Stu. As we go into the quarter time break, Waratah 4-2-26 leading St Mary's 1 straight goal.
You know what great makes Territorians can mean. Always willing to lend a hand, or something else. So if they ever ask to borrow your car, as you know they will, you can say yes, knowing that your TIO comprehensive car insurance has them covered. Same as you. It's good to know. So get a quote today. TIO. We're for Territorians.
today. At Middle Beach Casino Resort. Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro, or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge, or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians. Escape the everyday, any day.
Book your stay today.
At Middle Beach Casino Resort.
AFL territory that would like to remind spectators that congregating at team huddles is not permitted during the golf.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin for the second quarter of this elimination final between Waratah and St Mary's. It is the score 4-2-26. Waratah leading St Mary's one straight goal. Waratah leading on the board, but it was close at some stages. You know, it's been a good competition so far, Stu.
Has been. Really impressed with the skills of the players and the quality of the game. So Saints managed to peg one goal back after an early onslaught from Tars, and that takes some confidence from that, and would be hoping to get on the board again early. And a good intercept mark taken here by Jeanette Grant at half back for Saints. She plays on quickly straight up the middle of the ground, and she finds Krieger at but just backward of centre, and Krieger now called to play on as she kicks the ball into the centre of the ground. Saints are first there through Bailey, gets the hand pass out to Porter, who runs away and kicks long towards half forward. Or Mark almost taken it half forward down there by McDowell, but just slipped out, and now Tars the opportunity to clear out of defence. And a quick kick forward by Pluka in towards the centre of the ground, and picked up nicely out there by Guthridge, who runs around and now kicks it towards half forward. Good use of the body by Abby Singh, but Stark came back well and took possession, kicked down towards the centre of the ground, and now Tars another opportunity. Good hands out of the pack there, and Watts gets a quick kick forward, but again chopped off by Grant. She plays on with the hand pass to Porter. Porter goes quickly down towards half forward, but Tars have the advantage here, and free kick's been paid for holding, and Maddie Jeans will take the free kick at half back for Waratah. She chips the ball along the wing. It's going too high for her teammate. Porter gets her hands to the ball but slips through the back, and now she's assisted there by Grant. Ducks back inside, gets a hand pass as she's tackled, but the free kick's been paid, and it's Hartog for Waratah who'll take this free kick.
Yeah, a bit unlucky by Grant then, and she's had a sensational start to this second quarter with about 3 or 4 possessions. That great mark to start it off, so doing good things in there for St Mary's. See a free kick there to Jasmine Bonson on the wing for the last touch rule.
Bonson tumbles a kick forward. It's an awkward one to take. Bailey gets a hand to it, but running out of the back of the pack was Maddie Jeans. Kicks the ball forward, and now Bree Martin gets a quick kick forward, but Emma Stark across half-back read that well. Her kick went straight to Keevat, unfortunately for Saints, and Keevat kicks long over the top. There's a foot race on now. O'Brien's first there. She picks up, but beautifully tackled, but still got a boot to the ball and managed to kick it through for a goal. Pretty good finish in the end, and yeah, it was a strong tackle, but she was strong as well, and managed to keep her feet long enough to get the ball to her boot and put it through. So.
Yeah, what a great contest there. Laurie Niven running with her, and as you said, a great tackle, Stu. I thought she was going to get paid for holding the ball, and she just managed to drop it and get a boot to it. So a second goal to Stephanie O'Brien for Waratah today. 2 goals to Lisa Maselli as well so far, and 1 to Aggie Singh. The score now, Waratah 5-2-32, leading St Mary's 1 straight goal, 3-minute mark of the second quarter.
So from the restart, it's keep it with the hit out. Tars win the clearance down towards half forward. Just working across half back there for Saints was Cobelt, but now it's Porter with an opportunity. Oh, some clever evasive work, and gets a boot to the ball down towards the wing. Roberts coming in there, got her hands to the ball, but as it went to the ground, she's wrapped up in the tackle, and she'll be penalised here for holding the ball. She's trying to argue the case, I think.
Laura Shelley, it's your free kick, mate. Laura's she's made the step up from the reserves team. She's a great person around the club at St Mary's. So great tackle there by Laura Shelley, but turn the ball over there, a mark to Waratah.
Yeah, strong mark by Megan Hunt, who's been pretty good in defence for Tars today so far. She chips the ball in looking for Hartog here, and Hartog takes that mark. Trying to direct some traffic to give herself something to kick to. She runs on now and kicks down towards half forward. Singh from behind just put some pressure on her opponent, and Grant got a hand pass out, but the ball comes back to Singh. Eventually kicks off the outside of the boot across the ground into the corridor at half forward. Tars players there first, but Kiralee Parnell also in there, as well as Suarez for Saints, but it's Tars with an opportunity as the kick comes long in towards the goal square. Emma Stark lurking back there, takes the ball on the bounce, evades her opponent, and then clears out to the outer side of the ground. But again, Tars are set up behind the ball, and eventually the hand pass comes across to Zarafa, and Zarafa kicks inboard into the forward pocket, and Stephanie O'Brien once again on the end of it. And Stephanie O'Brien really starting to have an influence on this game now.
Oh, she sure is. Been really damaging in the forward line for Waratah, and Zarafa really well done too. She's one of the juniors that's come up for Waratahs and playing great footy in the seniors.
So O'Brien's kick from out wide on a tight angle.
Wow.
That's a fantastic kick, and it's gone straight through for a goal for Waratah, and gee, that was only a couple of metres in from the boundary line out deep there. A fantastic goal.
It was a sensational kick by O'Brien, so 3 goals. So sharing the goals around today, as I said, Lisa Maselli with 2, and she was so damaging in the first quarter for Waratah. The score now goes to 6-2-38, leading St Mary's 1 straight goal. St Mary's only goal kicker so far today, Kiralee Parnell.
So that momentum that Saints had going into quarter time has been snatched back by Waratah with the first 2 goals of the second quarter, and it's stretched out to a handy 5-goal lead early in the second quarter. Parnell again first there, but couldn't control the ball. at shin height, and Tars get a kick inside forward 50, but
yeah, Aggie Singh just giving away the free kick. Bit of body work there, so Alana Coombs will take that for St Mary's. Looks to switch sides. She's going to get that across to Emma Stark. So another one of the young brigade, only 16 years old, and made her debut a few weeks ago, kicking 3 goals on debut, Stu. Straight to Jeanette Grant and just hits her on the chest. Great kick.
Yeah, that was the game against Tars that we called, Liz. Oh, there's some trouble here as she was called to play on and kicked straight into the player on the mark. Ooh. Stark slides in, and she's going to be penalised for that one as she slid into the legs of her Waratah opponent, Annabelle Keevat, and Keevat undamaged, fortunately, will come back and take the free kick, and that's just off the side of the boot a bit, and floats over the boundary line on the full next to the behind post. So Kiralee Parnell will retrieve the ball and bring it back into play. She runs on now past the player on the mark and kicks long outside 50. Boundary gets her hands to the ball, but it slips over the back foreshore, just paddles it forward, but Hartog's there for Tars and picks up nicely. Hand passes to Roberts, who went to hand pass, changed her mind and ducked back inside and kicked instead down towards half forward. Alana Coombs and Aggie Singh doing battle out there, and Stark comes in to lend a hand, but Singh's again first to it on the ground and swings a kick in towards the top of the goal square. There's an opportunity here. Parnell tries to get it to her teammate, but eventually Bonson has an air shot, and the ball comes out to Martin, who tries to swing it round the corner. O'Brien kicks off the ground straight towards goal. I think it's gone straight past
legs.
and has somehow gone through for another goal, and Stephanie O'Brien has opened this second quarter with 3 goals herself.
Unbelievable. That score now 7-2-44. Waratah leading St Mary's. We'll just watch the replay. Lisa Maselli just punched the ball out. Bree Martin throwing it on the boot, but it just went pretty much straight up and down, and it came out the back. We see Martin just kick it off the ground, and yeah, pretty much just went straight through for a goal. It's going to be one of those days by the looks, Stu. So, but yeah, Stephanie O'Brien, 4 goals. What an impact she's had on the game.
And such an impact that she's in
go
doing the ruck work now. So when you're hot, get them around the ball, I suppose.
Yeah, why not?
So it was Krieger for Saints who got her hand to the ball in the ruck contest, but again, it's a Waratah free kick in the middle of the ground. Lisa Roberts kicks the ball down towards half forward, but well read by Jeanette Grant once again, and she takes another intercept mark coming off half back. Chips the ball out towards the wing into a bit of space. Zarafa there for Tars, picks it up, gets it to her teammate, and now Tars, a quick kick forward by Pluka out of defence, but again that one's slid off the side of the boot and over the boundary line, and it'll be a Saints free kick. Emma Stark brings it in, but that one's not that well directed, and Lisa Roberts just chops it off. She looks to switch the ball into the centre of the ground where there's plenty of Waratah players. Eventually it's Rapson who receives the hand pass and then kicks wider again to the outer side. A collision of players in the contest there. Parnell on the end of it gets tackled as she tries to get the hand pass out, but again it's plenty of Tars players, and Maselli picks up, hooks the ball around the corner towards the goal square. Stark coming across, gets a toe to it, close to the line, but Annabelle Keevat, just terrific work, terrific endeavour, and just overtook Stark in the end to get her boot to the ball and soccer it through for another Waratah goal. So just like the first quarter, Tars have opened up with the first 4 goals of this second quarter. Yeah,
well, Annabelle Keevat's one we've been really impressed by in this Women's Premier League season. She's only a young player. She claimed the Under-15 League Girls Best and Fairest Sharon Smith medal in her first season at Tars 2 seasons ago, 2019-20, and in just 2 short years she's made it all the way to being an NTFL rep player, Stu. So
yeah, amazing.
What a bright future she has ahead of her.
Yep, she's been terrific for Tars every time we've seen them, and yeah, was well rewarded with representative selection. But Tars again through Hunt gets a quick forward to Zarafa. She swings the ball, swings around and kicks down towards half forward, wasting no time at all. And Stark again across the back. She gets tackled with the ball. She's up again, gets a hand pass out, but tackled once again. Maselli trapped with the ball there. Play on's the call as it spilled out, and good hands by Grant. And now Saints clear again, but again set up behind the play. Megan Hunt takes the mark, then switches to the outer side. The mark spilled out there by Roberts, and now she's under plenty of pressure. And that's a sling tackle's been paid here, so
Audrey Suarez, I think, on the ground. She asked for the ball back before she even got up, so I think she's just catching her breath. Really good soccer player, Audrey, so played for St Mary's the last few seasons, and she's great to have around the team.
So she kicked along to the centre of the ground. Again, another clash of bodies in the marking contest, and Saints eventually work it out, but just can't quite get the boot to the ball. Porter trying to control it on the ground now. She does, gets the hand pass away, and Saints kick it forward, but again Tars are set up behind the ball, and it's Hunt once again who tidies up for Tars across half back, chips to the near side of the ground. Oh, terrific smother there by Chanel Grant, and now Saints perhaps with an opportunity as the kick comes forward by Georgia Marsland. It wraps in across to Hunt, but play on's the call as the advantage has been taken. Players stopped, weren't sure what was going on. Maselli gets a kick as she's tackled. Stark had her hands over the ball, and she'll be rewarded with a free kick for high contact. And she's looking to bring the ball to the grandstand wing. Slips over the back, and a quick kick forward by Shelley, but it was Roberts who read that one and managed to kick deep into the forward line for Tars. Niven coming across, picked the ball up nicely, but then got dumped, and now an opportunity for Tars once again, and Maselli on the end of it now hooks the ball around the corner towards the goal where it's going to slip out the back. Just
she was looking dangerous. She was
on
on for ages. She was calling for it, and they just couldn't get the ball into her. Megan sporting the new blonde locks out there. So the score now, Waratah 8-3-51, leading St Mary's 1 straight goal. Loving the camera work today, Stu, and the replays. Sensational work by AFLNT and Kick Digital. Yep,
doing a great job, and Saints bring the ball out of defence through Parnell, but at ground level, Watts got it out to Roberts. Roberts hand passed over the top, and tackled as soon as she got the ball was Megan Hunt, so it's a ball up just outside forward 50 for Waratah, kicking towards the airport end of the ground in the second quarter. And O'Brien doing the ruck work. Roberts gets a hand pass forward, or it's a volleyball spike there. It was pretty cleverly done, got it high and out of the congestion, and now Roberts gets tackled but manages to get her boot to the ball laterally, and picked up nicely down there by Goldback Eggert. She's tackled, and the ball goes forward. Advantage is paid, and here's an opportunity again. Megan White can't quite get on the end of it, and slips past her and over for a behind once again.
Oh dear, the score now, Waratah 8-4-52, leading St Mary's 1 straight goal. almost 15-minute mark of this second quarter here at TIO Stadium in Darwin, and Laurie Niven will bring it in for St Mary's.
O'Brien there for Tars, lurking across half forward, and she's tackled without the ball, and we'll take the free kicks. Hand passes off to Maselli. Maselli kicks long towards goal. She's knocked to the ground after she kicked the ball, but didn't affect the kick. It was long and straight through for another goal, and Waratah really putting a gap between the sides in this second quarter.
They are, and as we thought, Lisa Maselli, she'd have an impact on this game today, Stu, and she certainly has. That's her 3rd goal for the game, 2 in the first quarter. So the score now, as you said, going out 9-56, Waratah leading St Mary's 1 straight goal. 15.5-minute mark of this second quarter.
Just waiting for ball to get back to the centre for the restart, and there's
it's going to
head scratching here for Saints. They
another free kick by the looks, or just
they just weren't set up properly, so there's a warning. As
umpires today, Josh Cooper and Jonty Beard in the green.
Krieger for Saints wins that hit out and then follows up herself. And over the ball was Abby Dobson, just couldn't pick it up. She does now and gets a quick kick forward out into some space where Saints just couldn't take possession, but Goldback Agate could. She did well to get it across to a teammate, and now the kick goes down towards half forward, and Maselli's in there, gets a hand pass over the top, but it's chopped off by Parnell, who throws it on the boot, kicks it forward, but only as far there as Hunt for Waratah, and Megan Hunt chips it down towards half forward again, and they'll now go inside forward 50, although the kick was touched off the boot, and Saints with players around the ball, an opportunity perhaps to clear it out of defence, but Aggie Singh's picked that up and made some space. She kicks long towards the goal square. It's going right over the top, but just at the last minute bounced the wrong way and missed to the left side. So a bit of a let off for Saints, and behind only. Looked like a goal in the air, but just took the wrong bounce, I think, and Saints bring it back in, and they've got the ball out towards half-back Forshaw over the ball, picks up, she's tackled with it. White gets a hand pass across to her teammate Parnas. Parnas kicks forward, but only as far as her opponent, and now it's Porter who kicks out of defence for Saints. Oh, that's an interesting kick, standing up off a knee, and kicking forward there was Laurie Shelley, but Tars have taken the ball back in towards half forward, and now O'Brien once again gets a hand pass out to Roberts. Roberts sees a player in some space out wide. The mark's spilled out there by Brittany Roberts, but she picks up and gets a kick, but Krieger coming in does some strong body work and manages to get the hand pass to a teammate. Sliding in again there for Saints was Georgia Marsland as they try to work the ball out of defence. That's a good tackle on Raps, and ball spills free, but the tackle has been rewarded.
Yeah, Alia Bailey with the big tackle there. Interestingly, Stu, her uncle Ryan Ayres is the coach of the men's Waratah team, so allegiances in both camps today. Free kick to St Mary's there. That'll go to Deanne Cobell. On the halftime siren, Stu, the story of the game, though, is Stephanie O'Brien with 4 goals. What an impact she's had on the game.
Certainly is, and she's doing the work in the ruck as well, and had a massive first half and has really helped Waratah set up looks like at this stage an insurmountable lead, but I'm sure Jared Eilert will rejig, have some plans and see what Saints can come up with in the second half.
Yeah, that's right. 33 points to 0 that quarter for Waratah. Very, very impressive. We'll go to the halftime break and be back for the second half very soon.
You know what great mates Territorians can be. Always willing to lend a hand, or something else. So if they ever ask to borrow your car, as you know they will, you can say yes, knowing that your TIO comprehensive car insurance has them covered. Same as you. It's good to know. So get a quote today. TIO. We're for Territorians.
Escape the everyday, any day. Book your stay today. At Middle Beach Casino Resort.
Absolutely zero.
Zero. Yeah, definitely.
It has to be zero.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that's asking too much. Domestic violence is everybody's business.
And it's not just the physical abuse, it's the things we don't see.
It is hurting our families. It is killing our families.
A lot of people have been silent to this fact, and I think it's about time we all speak up together and say no more to this form of abuse.
No more.
No more. No more family violence.
No more to the family violence.
No more. No more.
No more.
Everyone feels stressed or worried from time to time.
There's no shame in asking for help.
Yarning to friends or family can make you feel better.
Sometimes it's as simple as a text or a phone call if you or someone you know needs support.
Visit www.mentalhealthnt.com.au.
On territory roads, anything can happen. So you need to drive to the conditions. Speeding can get you into all sorts of trouble. Dirt roads aren't just dusty, but it's hard to see, they're dangerous. At water crossings, remember, you're driving a motor car, not a boat. High water can be deep trouble. All sorts of animals can be on the road, so watch out. And if the weather is bad, slow down you want. Drive to the conditions and arrive in good.
The time to kickstart your businesses now. Get your message across with the experienced local TV production team and Kick Digital. Cost-effective, rapid turnaround, exceptional service. Kick Digital, television production, energized.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal for all school-related activities. 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact CFS Gear for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Vaccinate to protect our players,
To protect our coaches.
to protect our umpires,
To protect our supporters.
to protect our game.
Head to the Danila Dilba website for more information.
Get my hands on the footy and just be with my mates.
I like being outdoors. It just makes me happy. I don't like it when I get yelled at.
It's pretty embarrassing when someone's shouting at you halfway through the game.
It makes me feel like I'm useless and I can't do anything.
We're just kids.
We're just here to have fun.
Let us do what we love.
Just let kids be kids.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians. Escape the everyday, any day. Book your stay today. At Middle Beach Casino Resort.
AFL Northern Territory would like to remind spectators that congregating at the team huddles is not permitted during the break.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin for the third quarter of this elimination final between Waratah and St Mary's. It's been all Waratah in the first half. The score at halftime, 9-5-59, leading St Mary's one straight goal. And Stu, we've been super impressed with Stephanie O'Brien, who's kicked 4 goals and just been sensational around the ground.
Yeah, she certainly has. And the third quarter's just started here. Lisa Roberts with the clearance. I see Saints have made some changes. Curly Parnell gone into the ruck and Nikita Long to half back, and Olivia Krieger to full forward. So just mixing the magnets a bit. Jared Eilert trying to get something working, but Tars running the ball from backward of centre here as Hartog chips the ball down the line, but that's well read. And Porter for Saints tried to run around, but was called to play on, and then had a kick smothered, and then gave away a free kick to Bree Martin. Martin chips the ball into the centre of the ground. Megan Hunt there spilt the mark, but had time to pick up and swing the ball down towards half forward again, but Alana Coombs read it well for St Mary's across half back, and now she kicks the ball out here towards the grandstand wing. Porter fighting for the ball with it on the ground there, and a stalemate and a ball up once again.
That ball still continuing to be hard to kick for the players, Stu, but so muddy and slippery out there today. Yeah,
but they've still been impressed with how they've kept the game open and kept the ball moving, which is a credit to the players. And picked up down there by Hartog. She chips the ball down. Again, Hunt on the end of it. Picks up and gets a hand pass inboard where Kievelt gets trapped with the ball. And we'll have the ball up once again. And umpire Josh Cooper comes in and throws the ball up just inside the boundary line. Kivali Parnell doing the ruck work against Kievert. A couple of young stars of the competition.
Yeah, teammates for the NTFL a few weeks ago, and now opposition in the NTFL a few weeks later. But, you know, the amount of young talent that we've got out there on show today is just sensational for our competition and for the future of it in women's football.
So this time a good hit out by Parnell to Grant. Grant got it across, and Saints an opportunity going forward. Cobalt is first there. She hand passes inboard, and quick kick forward by Marsland for St Mary's down towards half forward. Fighting for the ball on the ground. Down there was Krieger. Got it over to McDowell. McDowell got a hand pass out. Now she reaches in and picks up, but has it stripped off her, and Tars bring it away again. Slips through the hands. Grant over the back. Comes in against Kievelt, but just sliding around a bit at the moment as they try to work it out. Parnell comes in and puts some pressure on, and then eventually picks up hand passes to Forshaw. Emily Forshaw kicks long into the forward line for St Mary's, but Tars are first back there, and picked up by Pluka, who hand passed the ball across to Goldback-Eggett, and then to Rapson, then to Hartog, back to Rapson. They're under plenty of pressure, but they've worked it out through the hands, but that kick coming out of defence isn't the best, and floats over the boundary line on the full, and Saints an opportunity to maintain their pressure in the forward half as Jeanette Grant.
Oh gosh, didn't realise her teammate was under pressure there, and lucky enough to get that kick away in the end. Probably going to go back across the line there. So Jeanette Grant's been sensational in this game so far, though for St Mary. She's probably the smallest player out there, but has a massive heart and work rate.
Yeah, she has been really good for Saints, and close to St Mary's best player, her and this player, I think, Izzy Porter, as she kicks long to the goal square over the back. The mark's claimed, it's not paid. As Cobalt gets it across to Forshaw, swings around, and unfortunately her kicks slid straight across the face of goal.
Yeah, just swang too far, and that kick went, as you said, out of bounds. A real opportunity there. I thought looked like a mark, maybe first touch in front to Izzy Rapson, but
got to pay them, don't you?
Yes, in the spirit of the game, Stu.
Especially in these conditions.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Cobalt's going to have another chance here, but doesn't quite get the kick away. Lots of pressure in there from the Waratahs girls, but she is going to get a free kick, so let's see if she can put this one through for St Mary's. It'll be their first goal since the first quarter, if she can.
So yeah, about 25 metres out, pretty much directly in front, but as we've said all along, the ball's pretty heavy and conditions are slippery, so she comes in now, kicks on the way, looks like it's good, it's going all the way and it's through. So just reward there, I think, for St Mary's, who've just kept the Tars defence under pressure, and eventually the free kick came their way, and they've kicked the first goal for the quarter.
Yeah, well done to Deanne Cobalt there. Just watching the replay, she Had a couple of opportunities earlier, but got the free kick and put it through for a goal. She's come through the St Mary's Juniors, played in the under-18s team, which has been led fantastically in the junior program as we look at it. I don't know if that's a look of relief but Ryan Smith and Dave Powling, Jaylene Boundary, they've been fantastic mentors with the under-18 girls for St Mary's for the past few seasons, and it's great to see so many of them playing senior football already.
So from the restart, good tackle on Zarafa, but she managed to get the hand pass out. The quick kick comes out, and Gaynor tries to get it back to Zarafa running across the back, but fighting hard for the ball on the ground. In there was Simmons for St Mary's. She hand passed the ball forward, and now Grant again in the action gets a quick hand pass forward and then follows up herself. Bailey gets a toe to the ball, but Maddie Jeans for Tars gets it down to Singh. Singh swings around, kicks long towards goal, the open goal square, and a great finish from about 40 metres out. Saw the opportunity, saw that the goal square was open, and quickly kicked it over the top, and it bounced all the way through for Tars' first goal of the quarter.
She is just so exciting, Aggie Singh. If I was picking a dream team, I would have her in it any day of the week. Just such a beautiful natural footballer, and the ability just to break open games. So the score now, Waratah 10-5-65, leading St Mary's 2 straight goals 12 at the 6.5 minute mark of this third quarter. And while we've got a little minute, Stu, I've had a couple of text messages at half time. Lauren O'Shea say hello to Loz. She's been playing every game this year, but she's in isolation at home. And Eliza Shannon down in Melbourne from St Mary's has sent a hello as well, and missing playing with the girls. She got drafted to Hawthorn, so she's doing good things down there.
So play underway again. Hartog picks up nicely, gets slung after she kicked the ball. Play on's the call, and Porter's first there for Saints. She picks up cleanly and now hooks the ball down towards half forward. It bounces over the back, but just slipped through the hands down there of Cobalt. But there's a whistle on the play. It's going to be a St Mary's free kick.
Yeah, just an arm in the back by Zarafa there on the St Mary's player. Speaking of young guns, Zarafa, she won the Waratah's under-18 girls best and fairest, so congratulations to her. She's had a good season and pushed up into the seniors as well.
Suarez had the free kick, and Alia Bailey got her hands on the ball, swung it round, but couldn't keep it in play, and it's gone out of bounds on the full, and Lisa Roberts take the free kick.
No one on the mark.
She runs around and then kicks long, and Stephanie O'Brien on the end of this one takes a mark uncontested. O'Brien moves the ball on now around this grandstand wing. Zarafa's in there, picks it up, kicks the ball forward, but well chopped off by Stark back there, and her kick in turn is chopped off by Nikki Watts. Got it across to O'Brien.
Great tackle, Kiralee Parnell. Well done.
So Parnell is, as we said, has been thrown into the ruck in this quarter, and unfortunately,
we've seen a lot of that today, haven't we?
We have, but that's going to be a free kick, and for kicking in danger. And Rachel Ponter.
Great to see all the Ponters here watching today. Her mum, Susie Long, one of the famous Long family, and there's a big turnout of support for Rach today, and Nikita Long, another cousin. So Lisa Roberts again, though, with a free kick for Waratah.
So chips the ball into the middle of the ground, but Saints back there try to work it forward, but Tars through Watts across to Parnas. Parnas kicks forward of centre. Nikita Long chops that one off, got the hand pass out, but just missed her target down there, and now the ball's caught up underneath, but again a quick hand pass out by Bonson for St Mary's, but only as far as Parnas, who got a kick forward, but then received some contact after she kicked it, and it's a downfield free kick, which will have to be taken by Maselli at centre half forward for Waratah.
Bit out of Maselli's range. She'll look for an option there and guess another mark to Waratah, Stu.
Yeah, Megan Hunt again.
I thought it was Stephanie O'Brien for a minute. I was like, oh, not her again. Having a sensational game, but yeah.
And Hunt looking for Aggie Singh there.
Well done, Emma Stark.
What a contest that is.
That's awesome. There's so much young talent. Lisa Maselli chucks it up, goes up in the air and back down again, and another free kick's been paid, and this time it'll be to St Mary's, looks like Audrey Suarez.
She's got players out wide if she goes quickly, and Stark's out there. It's gone high, close to the boundary line. Stark just takes the mark inside the boundary, so...
centimetre perfect, as Dennis Committee would say.
She wobbles that free kick, that kick forward, and Lisa Roberts chops it off the task, thumps it back in, and diving attempt on the second attempt. Maselli gets up and plays on straight away, kicks the ball in, gives their forwards a chance. Bree Martin kicks off the ground, but kicked it on the bounce into the behind post, so it'll be a boundary throw in right next to that post. But yeah, just saying that that contest today between Aggie Singh and Emma Stark has been fascinating, and each player's had important touches, but of course Singh's got a couple of goals on the board. So picked up down there by O'Brien, who kicks smothered and squirts out towards the forward pocket. Saints working overtime in defence, eventually get a kick out, but only as far here as Hunt. Hunt kicks the ball inside forward 50. Good defensive work. Sees Saints get their hands on the ball, but they're under plenty of pressure every time they do. And now Keevil comes in, gets tackled as she hand passes forward. Bonson's in there working hard for Saints, and again it's Keevil who gets it over to O'Brien, but O'Brien this time is penalised for incorrect disposal, and it's Nikita Long at half back who'll take that free kick. She kicks down towards the grandstand wing as the ball over the back, but Rapson's in there, flicks the hand pass up to Pluka. Pluka chips the ball inside where Roberts, beautiful hand pass off to White running past. White kicks inside forward 50. Nikita Long again down there, gets a kick out of defence. Mark couldn't be taken by McDowell, and play on the curl. McDowell eventually gets a hand pass out, but Maselli will receive a free kick for a push just outside the forward 50, and she wastes no time as usual.
Yeah, well done, Lizzie Porter.
Yeah, read that well, Porter, as she came across, got a couple of fists to the ball, and then was infringed as she did, so she'll take the free kick and kicks out towards foreshore here, but she was under plenty of pressure from Waratah opponents, and the ball's gone off hands and over the boundary line.
She sure was, 3-on-1 there, so she'd be happy to see that go over the line. We'll have a throw in right in front of the Waratahs bench. Heidi Thompson, the coach, working hard there, looking very professional in her slacks and polo shirt, I must say.
Must be finals time.
Bringing her A game.
It is a bit cooler today as well.
It is. I wore a jumper yesterday. Good old Darwin weather. Izzy Rapson
kicks along towards half forward. Bree Martin trying to just nudge her opponent out of the way. She eventually gets her hands on the ball, hand passes forward. Aggie Singh over it now. She's under pressure from her direct opponent. Hand pass comes back to Megan White, ducks back inside and now kicks the ball down towards full forward. Punched away in the marking contest by the Saints defenders, but picked up and hooked around the corner. Maselli it is again, and another goal to Waratah, and Saints had held them pretty well until then, just a goal apiece, but just weight of opportunities.
That's what I want to watch, Stu. I'm loving this by Megan White. Gets around Nikita Long and puts it on the boot to the advantage of her team, and Lisa Maselli just getting that little hands out the back and putting it on the left and getting it through for a fourth goal. So 4 goals to Lisa Maselli, 4 goals to Stephanie O'Brien, and that score now Waratah 11-5-71 to St Mary's, 2 straight goals. 12 were at the 14.5 minute mark of the third quarter here at the TIO Stadium in Darwin. You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 2021-22 TIO NTFL season.
Lisa Maselli only needs half a chance when she's around the goals, doesn't she?
No, she's a fantastic player.
Knows where they are, gets the ball on the boot quickly.
With a great mark.
Always looking to play on quickly and get the ball in. Emma Stark out in front, but this time the ball slips past her. Aggie Singh runs onto it. Stark puts the pressure on. Singh picks up, kicks towards goal. But, there's a free kick downfield, and
Emma just committed to the tackle. Just so much endeavour, and gave away the free kick to
Megan White, what are you doing? It's your free kick
downfield, mate.
Trying to give it back.
Oh, God, she'll be happy if she kicks this. Megan, the wife of Coach Heidi Thompson. They're a great pair, those two. Love their fishing and great, very good cricketer. I think she played for Australia, actually, Megsy, and she's kicked it straight through, and don't the Tars girls love that? I'm sure she played cricket for Australia, actually, and she works for NT Cricket and does a great job over there. So just marking a goal next to number 22, Megan White.
A great finish as well. So, yeah, she's not here just because of her relationship with the coach. She can play a bit. And,
she sure can.
Yeah, she's finished that one nicely.
No, well done, Meg. So that score now, Waratah 12-5-77, leading St Mary's 2 straight goals, 15, almost 16-minute mark of the third quarter, and yeah, the Tars girls are definitely up and about today. Nightcliff obviously finished on top of the ladder and have a week off, and there'll be Buffaloes and Pints coming up after this, Stu.
Yeah, that'll be another great game, and could go either way. But Saints just allowed a couple of goals late in this third quarter, and they're still fighting hard, and the ball comes out here to Parnell, flicks a hand pass over the top looking for Suarez, but chopped off again down there by Nikki Watts. She manages to get it out to the advantage of her captain Roberts, and who got it to Goldback Eggett, but her kick was intercepted down there by Nikita Long, who played on with the hand pass to Stark. Stark kicks long towards half forward, but Izzy Rapson tidies up across the back there for Tars. Kicked in short, and again Rapson's involved. She gets a high kick forward, and Nikita Long working hard from half back, picks up, kicks in towards the centre of the ground, and Simmons there doing the work for Saints, but free kick's been paid, and now Tars taking the advantage. Megan White's on the end of this one again. Picks up at the top of the goal square and smacks it through for another goal.
Well, funny enough, I just had a text message from one of my mates at Cricket NT who said 100% Meg's played for Australia, and she also played in the inaugural Women's Big Bash League for Brisbane Heat. So can play cricket, can play football, as we watch this replay, just all on her own. Plenty of time to pick up that ball and put it through for a goal. 2 goals for number 22, Megan White. So the score now, Waratah 13-5-83, leading St Mary's 2 straight goals in this elimination final.
Can't be long left in this third quarter, but 3 late goals to Waratah, probably all within the time on period. So they've just kept working hard, kept running, and kept forcing the ball forward. And again, it's Keevil who wins the hit out, but Porter read it best and wins the clearance, kicks laterally towards the grandstand, and she's in the action again. Almost, she picks it up now, hand passes forward, and Suarez in there for Saints just gets bundled out of the way a bit, but working hard on the ground with Simmons, and now Suarez another opportunity. She toes it forward as the siren goes to end the third quarter, and yeah, Waratah, as we said, just kept working hard, kept forcing the ball forward, and would reward it with 3 late goals, and again won the quarter by those 3 goals.
Yeah, that's right, Stu. 4 goals to 1 that quarter. Stephanie O'Brien and Lisa Maselli with 4 goals apiece for Waratah. Aggie Singh and Megan White with 2, and Annabelle Keebert for 1, while for St Mary's, Deanne Cobalt kicked a goal in that quarter, and Kiralee Parnell, the other goal kicker, in the first quarter. So Waratah taking a, what's that, 71-point lead, Stu? Can I do my maths? And at 3-quarter time, we'll be back for the final quarter after this.
You know what great mates Territorians can be. Always willing to lend a hand, or something else. So if they ever ask to borrow your car, as you know they will, you can say yes, knowing that your TIO comprehensive car insurance has them covered. Same as you. It's good to know. So get a quote today. TIO. We're for Territorians.
Escape the everyday, any day. Book your stay today at Mindle Beach Casino Resort.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide. Ooh.
Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch.
Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Escape the everyday, any day. Book your stay today at Mindle Beach Casino Resort.
AFL Northern Territory would like to remind spectators that congregating at the team huddles is not permitted during the breaks.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium in Darwin for the final quarter of this elimination final between Waratah and St Mary's. And, you know, 71-point lead at three-quarter time to Waratah. Stu, as we just watched Aggie Singh kick a beautiful goal in that third quarter. It's fair to say they're going to take home this win, but big last quarter coming up.
So Mark claimed, but didn't travel the required distance was the ruling. Marsden got it across, and now Ponta gets a kick forward for Saints down towards half forward. Forshaw comes in, she's tackled as she picked up the ball. Emma Stark, who's been moved forward, picks up now and kicks the ball inside forward 50. Belt ball bounces away from Raps, and the hand pass comes across, and Grant gets a kick forward for St Mary's, but that one's just drifted wide and out of bounds on the full, so it'll be a free kick to Waratah in the back pocket, and it's Izzy Rapson going back there to take that free kick. Kicks in now down towards half back. Oh, Mark almost taken there by Pluka, but Playong's the call, and now Pluka's in doing the tackling. That's a good tackle on Laurie Niven, who's also been moved forward in this last quarter. And
camera shot of Jared Eilert with a wry smile there. So the coach of St Mary's Women's Premier League team and an NTFL legend in himself. I'm pretty sure he's playing in the Div 1 final this afternoon, Stu. He's still running around. He's clocked over 40 years now, so good effort by Bulldog.
Yeah, and obviously frustrated that he can't keep his team together that looked so strong early in the year. But anyway, it's Tars now across half-back. It's a throw been paid here, and Izzy Porter will take the free kick, still battling hard as she does every week, and now plays on, kicks long towards the goal square. A marking contest down there, and Lisa Roberts in front takes an excellent intercept mark in the middle of the pack, and she'll have to come back over the mark and take the kick.
Well, Robbo is a name synonymous with women's football in the NTFL. She'll probably end up with a medal or something named after her after her glittering career. She's done it all, and another one's still running around, should I say, in the over 40s bracket, but still running around like a teenager out there.
She chips it across to Megan Hunt, who's had a pretty good game today as well, and back inside, and that's a good pass, using the ball well now at Tars. Just as I say that, the kick goes off the side of the boot, but goes to the advantage of Hartog, who hand passes forward. Just couldn't quite pick it up down there. Brittany Roberts and Georgia Marsland took the advantage and kicked in, but Lisa Roberts has camped herself behind the play and takes another intercept mark. She switches to the outer side of the ground this time, looking for Bronte Gaynor out there, but just slipped past her, and Suarez for Saints toes the ball forward. She follows up again, and now an opportunity. She tried to get it out to Grant, but the ball just slipped off her hand, and Tars defenders come in and wrap it up, and now Rapson picks it up and gets tackled with the ball, but no prior opportunity, and it'll be a ball up in the right forward pocket for St Mary's. So from that restart, good strong work, and Tars bring it out towards outside defensive 50, but Kiralee Parnell chops that one off. Hand pass to Ponter, who just ball slipped out of her hands out there, and Kiewit does well, kicking it forward to the advantage of O'Brien, and Aggie Singh comes in to help now, but good defensive work. Saints try to work it out of the defensive 50 again. Good defensive work, and Joe Guthridge down there for Tars gets it to O'Brien, but her kick's smothered. O'Brien again swings around, runs forward towards goal, kicks along towards the goal square, and then another one bouncing through for a goal. How many have bounced through for goals today? And Stephanie O'Brien has been a powerhouse today and has 5 goals on the board.
Well, that's just sewn up her best on ground for me. Stu, we were talking in the 3/4 time break who our better players were for each team, and she's been sensational, not just kicking 5 goals but around the ground and in the ruck, and yeah, what a damaging player she's been for Waratah today. That score now 14-5-89, leading St Mary's 2 straight goals, 12.
Yeah, a dominant performance from Waratah, and you would think with the evenness of the competition amongst the top 4 that they would rate themselves a chance to just keep going through this final series. There'll be tough contests every week, of course, but they've got some talent, and they're just putting it together at the right time of the season.
Yeah, they've been dominant in the women's competition for a long, long time, and they've got a good mix of youth and experience.
So Roberts again kicks long down towards half forward. Grant working across the back, gets a hand pass off to long kicks as she's tackled, and Ponter now kicks down towards half forward. Forshaw on the end of this, just again couldn't quite hold the mark. She's still involved in the contest, but Brittany Roberts did well to pick it up and hand pass out. And now another one-on-one contest, and good defensive work by Abby Dobson for Saints. She follows up with a tackle on Bree Martin, but Tars first to the ball. Pluker gets a hand pass to Brittany Roberts, who's has the ball slip out of her hands as she's tackled, and Alana Coombs will take the free kick in the centre of the ground. She chips the ball down towards half forward, but Pluker just traps it with her foot, gets it forward. Bree Martin picked up nicely, hand passed inboard to Brittany Roberts. Back to Martin. Martin's kick is punched away down here by Marsland, but Zarafa read it well and now kicks down into space at half forward, where Aggie Singh is in an interesting contest there with Laura Shelley, and Shelley's done pretty well. And now the ball comes back to Shelley, who gets a quick kick forward. She's bundled over, but the kick went into the hands of Parnell. Parnell kicks the ball into the centre of the ground, and Forshaw just uses her body there to get the ball to her advantage. It's caught up underneath and now picked up by O'Hare, who hand passes backwards, and again Lisa Roberts in some space, kicks down towards half forward. Maselli lurking there, as is Grant for St Mary's. But there'll be a free kick here for holding without the ball, and Lisa Maselli will take that free kick again. She's got a player in some space, but that one's just gone over the top. Oh, good use of the body down there by Keevat, who runs onto it now, tries to kick off the ground, but couldn't pull it back through the goal, and it's through for a behind only.
Yeah, I think she had a bit more time than she realised there, and probably had time to bend over, pick it up and put it through for a goal, but the soccer off the ground missed. So the score now, Waratah 14-6-90 to St Mary's 2-12.
So Porter hooks that ball around outside of defensive 50. Well done down there by Bailey. Kicks the ball forward, bounces over the top, and Hartog picks up, and she's tackled straight away by Forshaw. Roberts flicks out the hand pass, and the kick forward is chopped off again by Bailey, but just spilt the mark this time. But it squirts out to the advantage of Marsland, who kicks inboard, but didn't really look and kicked it to a nest of Waratah players. And Hartog took the mark and now kicks the ball nicely to grandstand side, where Zarafa Marks swings around on her favoured left foot, kicks down the line and straight to Maselli, who hand passes off to O'Brien, running past. O'Brien kicks long. Aggie Singh makes her way to the front, but again, good defensive work by Saints down there, and we'll have a ball up. And so from the restart, Singh just uses the body well, kicks towards the goal line, but working back down there was Nikita Long, managed to get her hand to the ball. But we're just saying Laura Shelley's obviously been given the job on Abby Singh in this last quarter, and she's opened the quarter pretty well defensively on her. Yeah,
she has, Laura. As I said, come up from the reserves into Women's Premier League. She's had a couple of games over the last 2 years, but doing a great job. Alia Bailey getting that ball to ground there for St Mary's, and Bree Martin trying to push it forward for Waratah. Zarafa with the handball out the back, and it's gone to Stephanie O'Brien, but just overruns it. Both teams working hard to get the ball out, and it's Lisa Roberts who'll go back door there to Teresa Parnas for Waratah, but chopped off there by Audrey Suarez. And Audrey's had a great game today. It's one of the better games I've seen her play recently.
Yeah, she has been good. Kept trying. She's got a 50-metre penalty here, so I'm not sure she realises
no.
it.
She wants to go off for a break, but Izzy Porter said go back over there and take your kick. So good to see the St Mary's girls running this game out, Stu. You know, when you are 70-odd points down at three-quarter time in an elimination final, it's tough. So especially in the conditions that are out there, and Jared Eilert still working his bench and his rotations pretty hard.
Yeah, as we alluded to before, been decimated by the loss of quality players from earlier in the season, and so yeah, it's just been a tough finish to the year. Same thing happened to them last year, so something that Saints need to work on to try to get close to their best side around finals time. But Alia Bailey takes the mark and kicks forward through the hands of Parnell down there, forced out wide, and there's I think that's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, to Waratahs. It was accidental, but a free kick there. I think just a bit of a head clash. So see on the replay there, just a player going over the top. So with eyes on the ball. So 10.5-minute mark of the final quarter. Waratah 14-7-91, leading St Mary's 2 straight goals as we see Lisa Roberts get up.
And I thought the umpire paid it Saints' way for.
Oh, did he?
It's against Roberts for sliding in.
Okay, and Jan Ray, the legendary medic for Waratah, out there checking that all is okay. Good job, Jan.
So it's Deanne Cobell with the free kick for Saints. Kicks the ball forward, and that's a good mark taken by Emma Stark. Yep. And she's looking to play on quickly now. Now tries to run back around and run herself into trouble a bit, but managed to get out of it. Hooks the ball towards the top of the goal square. The ball squirts out. Grant runs onto it for St Mary's, trying to control it near the behind line, but Taryn O'Hare picks it up and just walks it through for a rush behind for St Mary's, and then kicks in round the outer side to Hartog. Hartog chipping the ball forward, and again good use of the ball, and Tars just worked the ball outside defensive 50, but again Izzy Porter reads it well and takes the intercept mark. She kicks the ball back in towards half forward. Now the ball slips over the top, and it's Tars who work it out of defence. Swinging back inside is Maselli. She got tackled as she tried to hand pass forward, towed off the ground, and ball's out in some space now as diving over it was Marsland for Saints. She copped a bit of a knockdown there, but Maselli for Tars in the meantime hooks it around the corner, and the mark's been paid over the back to Porter. It might have been Brie Martin with hands on it first.
I think she talked the umpire into that, but nevertheless getting it back in. Maselli's gone down to the back line for Waratah, so there's been a few changes in this game in the last quarter. Keyvelt's going to run it out though of defence for Waratah.
And Singh an opportunity here. Play on's the call, not travelled the required distance. She kicks down towards her centre half forward, but well read back there by Jolene Boundary, and she kicks the ball out here where Suarez again over the ball, picks up. She's being pressured by Singh, and eventually she wins herself a free kick for a high tackle. So as you said, she's had a good game today. She can hold her head up with her performance for sure. She kicks along the wing. Forshaw again there. She picks up cleanly this time and kicks the ball inboard where there's a couple of Saints players. An opportunity if they can pick it up. Parnell does now. Swings the hand pass over the top, but unfortunately McDowell just had the ball slip out of her hands, and now Tars coming in again. The hand pass comes back. O'Brien involved. Pushed off it nicely down there by Simmons, and she kicked forward, but Lisa Roberts lurking behind as normal, picks up, thumps the ball down towards full forward. It slips over the back. It's a foot race on here. Megan White out the back trying to get to it. Bundles over Porter, and off the boot the ball rolls into the behind post, and it'll be a boundary throw in. So yeah, just showed a bit of speed there, Megan White running onto the ball, and then bundled Porter out of the way. So some good work against two opponents. Created a stalemate in the end, and now she's put her hand up to do the ruck work here in the forward pocket against Porter. It comes down to O'Brien. She hand passes back inboard. Ball slips through Maselli's hands this time. She's tackled with the ball and swung over, and should be penalised, I think, for no, she won't. It'll be a ball up, in fact. So a ball up about 20 metres out from the Waratah goal as O'Brien hooks it back to the advantage of her teammates, and there'll be a free kick paid here for holding without the ball, and I think it's Brie Martin who'll be taking this free kick. Just looks like she's come up a bit sore in the neck from that one, but all looks good now as she comes in and kicks towards goal. Kick looks pretty good. It's gone all the way.
Yeah. Geezer, so great celebration by her. Stalwart of Waratah Footy Club. Well-deserved goal there by Brie Martin, and all her teammates are getting around her. I think the last game we called Stu, she couldn't kick a goal. Remember that day? She had quite a few shots, so she's got her goal for today. In the score now, Waratah 15-7-97, leading St Mary's 2-1-13. We're at the 15.5-minute mark of the final quarter, and a great goal there, and a great celebration by Brie Martin. The Waratah's been dominant today in this Women's Premier League elimination final, and as we said, Buffs and Pints are coming up next, Stu, and that'll be another ripping game as well.
That's right, and of course Waratah march on to next week, and they'll play the loser of that game in another elimination final next week. So
need to give our little mate Amy Chittick a shout out for her 150th Women's Premier League game for Pint today. She had a glittering career with Waratah before she made the move and got Pint Pints Women their inaugural premiership last season. So a free kick now to Jeanette Grant, and she's another one I've had in the best for St Mary's today.
Yeah, that kick just off the side a bit, but Porter's worked hard to get possession again, and she's been terrific once again for Saints. Kicks the ball forward, and Roberts down there picks up hand passes to Hartog. Hartog on the left looking for Kiewit, diving in, couldn't take the mark, but tried to tap it to the advantage of their teammate Hunt. Picked up eventually by Watts, but the ball slipped out of her hand and towed forward by Parnas. But now Maselli hand passes inboard, and Hunt just gets past a couple of Saints opponents and kicks forward, but Saints players working back. Porter hand passes out wide here to Suarez. Suarez kicks off the ground as the siren goes to put St Mary's out of their misery. They've again had a good season, but just couldn't get the side together at the business end of the season, and Waratah march on, as we said, into an elimination first semi-final next week, and they'd go in with plenty of confidence from today's game.
Absolutely, Stu. So an 84-point win to Waratah over St Mary's. It was Stephanie O'Brien with 5 goals, Lisa Maselli with 4, Aggie Singh and Megan White with 2, Annabelle Kiewit with 1, while for St Mary's, Deanne Cobalt and Kirralie Parnell with a goal each. St Mary's better players, I had Jeanette Grant, Kirralie Parnell, Emma Stark and Izzy Porter, while for Waratah, Stu, probably Steph O'Brien and Lisa Maselli right up there.
Yeah, that's right. Aggie Singh was dangerous all day, and I like Megan Hunt's game as well. So, yeah, they've got take plenty of confidence, as we said, and yeah, they're a real shot at this final series as we progress through the next few weeks.
Absolutely, Stu. It's been such a great Women's Premier League competition this season, and anything can happen in the next couple of weeks. You know, Nightcliff and Buffs, Pints and Waratah are now the 4 remaining teams, and, you know, they're all up there. They're all in it with a chance to go through to the big day.
Yep, certainly are, and it'll be fantastic footy coming up, and starting with the next game, of course, for the qualifying final.
Great to see one of the traditions in our Women's Premier League competition up here, forming the circle, both teams getting together at the end of the game. Great sportsmanship. Big thanks to everyone tuning in, and congratulations to Waratahs for winning today, and we'll catch you all for the next game.